If you drop me, I'm sure to crack, but give me a smile and I'll always smile back. What am I? A mirror. Welcome back to Q-Zilla Facts. Today we are doing a mega brain marathon. We have 20 tricky riddles and 20 impossible macro images. Grab a pen, track your points, and let's begin. Round 1. Look at the blurred screen. I'll give you a riddle. You have 5 seconds to solve it. Ready? Riddle 1. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? A bank. Fact check. The world's oldest existing bank is in Italy, operating continuously since 1472. Riddle 2. What can you catch but not throw? A cold. Fun fact. There are over 200 different viruses that can cause the common cold. Riddle 3. The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it? Darkness. Fact check. True total darkness can actually cause humans to hallucinate within just a few hours. Riddle 4. What has many words but never speaks? A book. Fun fact. The most stolen book in the world from public libraries is the Guinness Book of World Records. Riddle 5. What has a thumb and 4 fingers but is not alive? A glove. Fact check. Astronaut spacesuit gloves are custom molded for each individual astronaut to ensure a perfect grip. Riddle 6. What goes up and down but doesn't move? A staircase. Fun fact. The longest staircase in the world is in Switzerland, with 11,674 steps. Riddle 7. What has one eye but can't see? A needle. Fact check. Sewing needles made of bone have been found dating back over 50,000 years. Riddle 8. What has legs but doesn't walk? A table. Fun fact. The world's longest dining table was set up in Egypt in 2019, measuring over 3,000 meters long. Riddle 9. What can travel around the world while staying in a corner? A postage stamp. Fact check. The first adhesive postage stamp was the penny black, issued in the UK in 1840. Riddle 10. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I? A barber. Fun fact. In medieval times, barbers didn't just cut hair, they were also surgeons and dentists. Riddle 11. I have a neck, but no head. What am I? A bottle. Fact check. Glass bottles take over 4,000 years to decompose in a landfill. Always recycle. Riddle 12. I am an odd number. take away a letter and I become even. What number am I? Seven, take away the US and it becomes even. Fun fact: 7 is the most popular lucky number around the world. Riddle 13. If you drop me, I'm sure to crack, but give me a smile and I'll always smile back. What am I? A mirror. Fact check. Mirrors don't flip things left to right. They actually flip things front to back. Riddle 14. What begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it? A teapot. Fun fact: the most expensive teapot in the world is valued at $3 million and is covered in diamonds and rubies. Riddle 15. What has a ring but no finger? A telephone. Fact check. The very first phone call in history was Alexander Graham Bell saying, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." Riddle 16. Forward, I am heavy, but backward I am not. What am I? A ton. Backward it spells not. Fun fact: a blue whale's tongue alone can weigh as much as an elephant, about 3 tons. Riddle 17. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What are they? Footsteps. Fact check. The footprints left by Apollo astronauts on the moon will likely stay there for millions of years because there is no wind to blow them away. Riddle 18. What building has the most stories? A library. Fun fact: the Library of Congress is the largest library in the world, holding over 170 million items. Riddle 19. What has 13 hearts but no other organs? A deck of cards. Fact check. Playing cards were invented in Imperial China as early as the 9th century. Riddle 20. What gets bigger the more you take away? A hole. Fun fact: the Kola Superdeep borehole in Russia is the deepest human-made hole on Earth, reaching 12 kilometers deep. Awesome job on the riddles. Now for round 2. Guess what? I'll show you an extreme close-up. You have 5 seconds to pick the right option. Is this sugar, ice, salt, or broken glass? Salt. Fun fact: in ancient Rome, soldiers were sometimes paid in salt. This is where the word salary comes from. An alien, a spider, a fly, or a camera lens? A spider. Fact check. Most spiders have 8 eyes, but some species have 6, and cave-dwelling spiders often have no eyes at all. Precious gems, beach sand, crushed candy, or stained glass? Beach sand. Fun fact: If you look closely, sand is actually made of millions of tiny shells, crystals, and broken coral. The moon, a bone, chalk, or a mint candy? Chalk. Fact check. Natural chalk is actually made from the microscopic shells of ancient marine plankton. A metal spring, a wire, a guitar string, or a thick rope? A guitar string. Fun fact: the total tension of all the strings on a tuned acoustic guitar is roughly 150 to 200 pounds of pulling force. A crystal, a snowflake, frosted glass, or lace fabric? A snowflake. Fact check. No two snowflakes are exactly alike because they each take a completely unique path through the atmosphere's temperature changes. A tree branch, a frayed wire, human hair, or a rope? A human hair. Fun fact: a single strand of healthy human hair can hold up to 3 ounces of weight. It's stronger than a copper wire of the same thickness. A rope, a needle and thread, a sword, or a fishing hook? Needle and thread. Fact check. Sewing is one of the oldest human survival skills, predating the spinning of yarn or weaving of fabric. Red jelly, a raspberry, blood cells, or water balloons? A raspberry. Fun fact: botanically speaking, a raspberry isn't a true berry. It's an aggregate fruit made of many tiny parts called drupelets. Glass, a water drop on a leaf, clear jelly, or a diamond? A water drop. Fact check. This is the lotus effect. Certain leaves have microscopic bumps that make them completely water repellent. A carpet, a chalkboard eraser, animal fur, or dry grass? A chalkboard eraser. Fun fact: Felt is considered the oldest textile fabric known to mankind, predating woven fabric. A brick wall, an onion skin, a dried leaf, or snake skin? Onion skin. Fact check. Cutting onions breaks their cells, releasing a sulfur-rich gas that irritates your eyes and makes you cry. Shark teeth, a zipper, train tracks, or metal staples? A zipper. Fun fact: the modern zipper was actually patented in 1917, and it was originally designed for use on rubber boots, not clothes. Theater curtains, mushroom gills, folded paper, or fish fins? Mushroom gills. Fact check. Genetically speaking, fungi like mushrooms are actually closer relatives to humans and animals than they are to plants. Digital pixels, a magazine page, a painting, or woven cloth. A magazine page. Fun fact: all the full colors you see in print are made using millions of tiny dots of just 4 colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Carved wood, a peanut shell, dry desert earth, or a sponge. A peanut shell. Fact check. Peanuts are not actually nuts. They are legumes, which means they are in the same family as peas and lentils. Braided wire, denim fabric, blue plastic, or a fishing net. Denim fabric. Fun fact: the word denim comes from the name of a sturdy fabric called serge de Nîmes, made in the city of Nîmes, France. Piano keys, a barcode, a tall building, or a zebra. A barcode. Fact check. The very first product ever scanned with a barcode in a supermarket was a pack of Wrigley's chewing gum in 1974. A clock spring, a butterfly tongue, a curled leaf, or copper wire? A butterfly's tongue, proboscis. Fun fact: butterflies taste food with their feet, but they drink nectar through this curled, straw-like tube. A metal bridge, a staple, bent wire, or a nail? A staple. Fact check. The first known stapler in history was handmade in the 18th century for King Louis XV of France, and every staple bore the royal seal. If you survive this challenge, hit that like button, subscribe to Q-Zilla Facts, and we'll see you in the next brain-busting episode.